Don't do this, guys, okay? Don't do this. Okay, it's minus 12. You don't need to sunbathe. It's not recommended.
Winter in Norway. Yes, it's a little bit cold, but it doesn't stop me cycling. I try to cycle throughout the year. Do you cycle in the winter? I don't go on long rides, don't get me wrong. I only cycle in the city area, maximum maybe 30 minutes, because when it's minus 12 outside, you can't really sustain cycling for longer than that. It doesn't matter what you wear, trust me. And of course, I cycle indoors during the winter period. It's so important to maintain my fitness.
You're full. You're full, so I'm going to try to squeeze on. If not, you just have to throw someone out, okay?
So if you're thinking about coming over to Norway this summer and you want to do some cycling in this country, this is not Belgium, this is not Holland, this is not Denmark. There's going to be some climbing, and you want some climbing because that's going to give you the views, that's going to give you the rewards, okay? So my recommendation is start to train now if you're not already.
The road to Lisbon is harder than I thought. It's just up and down climbing. Just up, down, up, down.
But today, guys, I'm just going to cycle for 15 minutes. I'm just going to nip down to where I work. And I thought, well, you might as well join us and see what a day in the life of Matthew in Norway is like. So, you fancy it? So make sure you wrap up warm, guys, because it's going to be a bit chilly on the old bike. Let's go. There's one little problem cycling in Oslo, and that's the tram lines. I decided to buy myself a bike with wheels that fit perfectly into them tram lines. And when your wheel goes into one of them tram lines, you come to a complete stop. And you might think, wow, that's good, then I don't have to use my brakes. The only problem is, your bike comes to a complete stop, but you continue moving. And you go sometimes over the handlebars and then land on the ground in a very awkward and uncomfortable position. And it gets even better because sometimes, if you're lucky, there may be people everywhere. What usually happens is everybody stops what they're doing and they look directly at you while you're on the ground in pain and agony. And then what do? Well, you do the only thing you can do. You get up, you get on your bike, and you continue cycling as if it was no big deal, even though half your leg is missing skin.
They don't have a saying for it in Norwegian, but in English there's a saying. It's called a...
Le who, the her.
So this is where the king lives. That's his house, nearly as big as mine, but not quite. Horse shit, horse shit. But where I am right now is that the place that I work. This is one of the gyms that I work at as a trainer and as a coach. This is beanie hat hair.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So in this Corona lockdown, I do a lot of online classes for individuals and for groups and for businesses. And I could do them at home, but I mean, you know, you've got to get out the house. So I come down to the gym that I work at, and I get to use the facilities here while it's closed. I get to cycle, I get to run, I get to do strength training. So I am one lucky bunny. Oh my God. What? 85 kilos? What? What's going on?
So I thought that was quite funny, but maybe you didn't. I don't know. But guys, I just want to mention, starting in March and probably in April and May if it's successful, a Q&A, a live Q&A, maybe for about 90 minutes, where you can ask whatever questions you want, and I will try to provide as much information as possible about traveling around Norway on a bike or whatever it is you're going to do here in Norway. I have obviously huge amounts of knowledge and experience on this country, and I want to be able to help you guys. So early March, I'll let you know in advance the date and the time and when it's going to be. But look out for that. In addition to that, you may be wondering, what am I going to do this summer in regards to bike packing? I'm planning on doing a massive trip over the Scandinavian mountains, so the longest mountain range in Europe, and it's going to be crazy. The elevation gain is out of this world. It's basically up, down, up, down, up, down, with climbs up to 1,340 meters above sea level. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure that one, my bike is as light as possible, and two, my legs and my fitness is in premium condition, because last summer I was not in premium condition and I had a very heavy bike and I did struggle, and I want to make sure I'm in better condition this time. So if you want to know about my training regime right now, what I'm doing to get myself to that level, I maybe could do a video on that, as I have a huge amount of experience in fitness and in training. So let me know in the comment section if you're interested in bike packing training. And I'm trying now to do at least 1 to 2 videos a week. It's a lot of work, but I just want to keep piling them out, especially now as we're going to come into spring in the next month or so. So you get as much information as possible, and fingers crossed that they open the borders in the summertime. That's all we can do, is have our fingers crossed. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one, sooner rather than later. Ha det bra.
Cheers. Atlantic Ocean Road.